Welcome to an episode of Digital Literacy Explained, where we look at the tools or ideas related to digital literacy. During this episode, we will take an introductory look at MackinVIA.com, one of the digital tools available to our DoDEA community, both in school and at home. To access MackinVIA, visit the website www.MackinVIA.com. While on your DoDEA school network, the site will recognize your location and allow you to choose your school from a list. If you are accessing MackinVIA from home or outside the school network, you will need to enter your user ID and password. This can be provided by your classroom teacher, school librarian, or educational technologist. For this purpose, we're going to use this elementary school from the list provided and choose Login. After we log into the system, we will see the MackinVIA banner on the top, along with a Help button, Login, Exit, and Backpack button. These buttons we will show you more in depth in a future video. Note that the MackinVIA logo button also works as a home button to bring you back to the main areas. Underneath the MackinVIA logo, there is the name of your school. Note that this is Antilles Elementary. Each school, elementary, middle, or high school, will provide different ebooks and databases. So please note that as this is an elementary view, you will see more elementary titles. There is also a search field to search keywords or titles of books. Off to the left-hand sidebar, I have sort options. I could sort by all titles, which I'm currently viewing. I could sort by groups, which there are currently 1 groups downloadable, or I could search by categories. Note that this category search does not currently show up at the time of recording this in Chrome, in Google's Chrome, but it does show up in the Internet Explorer. Going back to all titles. When I'm sorting by all titles, I could scroll down and view all of the titles listed. As you could see here, there are over 1,000. You could sort the results by page from 6 to 60. You could sort by title, author, oldest, or newest. When you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll also be able to change those results. There are also buttons that will allow you to scroll forward and back. Here they're not visible, but even so, they are still there. Let me scroll to the bottom again. As you can see, even though the button is not visible as an arrow to go to the next page, it is still there for you to continue sorting through. For each of the titles provided, you could see the title of the book, the author, a short description, whether it's an ebook or database. You can open it by clicking the green Open button, Add to Favorites, or Check Out. These two features, Add to Favorites, Check Out, are only available when creating an individual login, which we'll look at in another video. If you want to learn more about a book without opening it, you can click on the title or the More Info in red. By doing this, it opens up in another MackinVIA window, providing the description, the series, pages, its publisher, and so on. From here, you could still open it, add to favorites, check out, or cite. Let's go back. From the Groups section, you could see that I have one group, Downloadable Books. Note that each of the downloadable books is still available for online use. Clicking the Open Now, you could still click the titles to view more information of each. And then lastly, there is categories. Each of the categories, such as animals, arts, and music, provides a list of books or databases focusing on that topic. Underneath, we could sort by ebooks or online databases. If we look at ebooks, we will view all of the ebooks provided by MackinVIA resources. As you could see here, in this animal category, there are 82. But if I clear my filters, I go back to all titles, notice that my sort results goes back up to its total amount. So if you ever feel that you're not getting the most results you need, just clear your results and go back to the beginning. So once again, in my ebooks, I will view all of the ebooks available. Note that some of these ebooks will read to you, some of them are e-readers, and some of them are just digital text. We'll go over those in other videos. You could also look at online databases. The online databases, such as Britannica, Capstone, PebbleGo, Sesame Street, Tales to Go, all provide in-depth articles, videos, instructional material, and learning guides for staff and students. Each of these in its own is another video. I suggest that at this point you practice by logging on to MackinVIA and beginning to explore the variety of ebooks and online databases. As you do so, just note that MackinVIA will bring each of you to the publisher's website, which contains the ebook or online database. If you are ever prompted for a username and password, just remember to use the username and password provided by your school librarian, educational technologist, or classroom teacher. If you have any questions, hopefully someone at your school will be more than happy to help. Hopefully this digital literacy video will bring you closer to becoming a digital literacy expert.